Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And if you're passing through, hit the subscribe button. And if you're joining for the first time, hit the subscribe button. And welcome to all of my new subscribers. So we're live tonight, and I hope that we will have some people joining us. I am going live for the first time, and I wanted to do an update on the Diddy story. So come on in and welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get into the updates for the Diddy story. There is a lot to uncover. There's coverage saying that he is linked to Tupac's murder, unaliving, I should say. So I did a live a long time ago when the guy got arrested for the unaliving of Tupac. And I said I knew that he was involved in that. So I have video on that. There's Jennifer Lopez that is involved. They said somehow there's Mary J. Blige, there's Kim Kardashian, there's so many celebrities that might be involved in this case. So I'm very interested in this case, and I'm so happy that he's finally gotten caught. So I hope that there's people that will join me in this live. I hope you guys are still up and that you will come in and join me. I hope that this is my first live, and I hope I get somebody that comes on here that joins me and that will come up and join me on this live. So let's get into this. So there was new updates on this, and I'm going to share some of it. I want to first go into the Tupac because it's very interesting. They said that Tupac's family is now doing an open investigation on Diddy having something to do with the unaliving of Tupac. And they're going to open an investigation on the whole thing. So Diddy has a lot going on right now. He has a lot going on. Not that I think he's never going to see the light of day, people. Never going to see the light of day. He has a lot of cases coming against him. He has a lot of, the cases just keep coming and coming and coming. So he's going to be forever just facing case after case after case. So I think when one case comes up, there's another one coming on, and he's going to have another one coming on. So let's get into this. This is very interesting. So let's start we'll start with the latest, and then we'll go to the most interesting one, which is my boy, Tupac. Let's go to the latest. And the latest is we're going to start with, let me go to, let's see here. So there's a lot that's uncovered. J-Lo was reported at his party. And this is, he's had these parties going on. And just, let me go back here so that we can hear the volume.
Okay. And to all the kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable,
And I'm
kids,
sure,
because
he's
after
wishing
that,
that these were the
y'all gotta
times
go.
that he
It's a
was
wrap for
still
y'all, because
out.
this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good.
I'm
All right,
sure he's
DJ.
like thinking in jail that, what's going on here?
The 2024 election has been, I would say, the most
No,
eventful,
we
at
don't
least
want
in
that.
my career.
I am running.
Attempted assassination.
We don't want to see Donald. We want to see Diddy. Okay, what is going on here? Let's see. Let's try this again. There we go.
Okay. And to all the kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to.
And this is
Okay?
disgusting. After
So,
finding out that he had
let's just start to get our
9-year-olds
groove on a
there
little bit. In an
and
hour,
what
we put
he
the kids
actually
away. It's
did
all
with the
good.
9-year-olds,
Hey, DJ.
which is disgusting to me. And I'll stop sharing it there because that's where the
The
other
2024 election has been, I would say, the most.
So after hearing that he had 9-year-olds at as young as 9-year-olds at his parties, and he was passing them around as well, and it was said to allegedly that they were at his parties and he was passing them around. It was also said that he said that everything was consensual. How in the heck can you say that 9-year-olds, it was consensual with 9-year-olds? How can you say that? It's not consensual with 9-year-olds. And if you're having any minors at your party, it is not consensual. They are not able to consent to anything that you are doing with them. A 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, they're minors. And from the looks of it, even Cassie running out that hotel room, she wasn't consenting to you doing what what you were doing to her. It wasn't consensual. She was running, you dragged her back in the room, you did what you did to her. So that wasn't consensual. So to me, anything that you did to these people, it was against their will. And so I hope that when they finally do get you, that you get what you deserve. And I hear a lot of people, I heard a lot of YouTubers say that, um, you know, you're trying to, lock an innocent black man up. It's not, you're not, what do you mean an innocent black man? This is a man that has gotten away with this stuff for years. This man has gotten away with all of this for many, many years. He's paid the police officers off. He's had wealthy people in his pocket. And from what they're saying is there's a lot of people that are well known, actors, judges, police officers, maybe even TD Jakes that, God forbid, that might, have something to do with this stuff, that have sat back and allowed this to go on. So if you're sitting there and you're watching this go on and you're allowing this to go on and you've been a part of this to go on and you've enabled these people to do this and you didn't say anything about it, you're just as guilty as doing it. If you've sat there and allowed and watched and condoned it and you've not said anything about it, you're just as guilty as the next person. So yes, you should be held accountable as well because you didn't say anything about it. If you're sitting there telling a story about what happened and you didn't come forth and say, this is what's going on, you should be held accountable for it as well. To sit back and tell a story and say, this is what was going on, this is what happened, you should be held accountable. Because when Tupac said that he, actually pulled the trigger, and nobody believed him, he was right. I believe that Diddy had something to do with Tupac's unaliving. I wholeheartedly believe that. It wasn't all in his head. And to sit and have an artist that Biggie, I believe that you had something to do with his unaliving as well. I believe that as well. So there's also a video of Kim Kardashian. They said that she was also a part of the parties as well. And is she going to be brought forth as well to these parties? I mean, was she a part of the parties as well? Was she a part of the going to the, what do they call them? I forget what they call them, the parties or whatever. Was she a part of this too? Was she going and seeing all of this stuff? I mean, it's like, people, we have children as well. We need to protect our children. So let's take a look at the Kim Kardashian and Jennifer Lopez video. There's one with the two of them.
Come downstairs, just let up girls. Get a girl, strike up a conversation or something.
I got my bad thing.
Hey, yo, we live? Tell me, we live right now?
This is out of control. I'm in the mix of sexy right now.
What's up, Mike?
Get a look at it, people.
Baby. Come on, man, let's get these ladies over here. Let's do it.
I just got
okay. I'll check this out. I see that. I see this is what I'm going to do.
I just got
this is what I'm going to do because I think they never been to a Diddy party. If you're not dancing,
I just got hard.
Then you got to go. So security, if you see somebody and they not dancing, they got to go.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank.
Check this out. If your name ain't Sean Combs, you got to take your hat off. If your name ain't Sean Combs and you're male, you got to take your hat off. It's a little bit disrespectful to be in my house with your hat on, okay?
All y'all niggas in here with these holla-ass scuddies on.
Hey, yo, and for real,
these hot-ass beanie caps. Get the beanie caps off.
Hold on, where my son at?
The light-skinned dude with the good hair. That's just...
It's one of them. It's one
Shouts
of them.
out to Lil Diddy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Diddy's sons who look nothing like him. It's still in question. We don't really know what's going on. Oh, come on, man. Come on, dude. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Come on, man. Dude, that's what I like. See, because as sons, people don't understand, man. You know, yeah, you guys may have a different life, but at the same time,
Give it up for my sons. They know how to articulate themselves. Thank you very much.
We got a lot of stars in the building right now. First and foremost, myself. Let's acknowledge that real quick before we get to questions. Shout out to my nigga Fab, still using the eraser on his Timbs. Hey, Puff, look, real quick. I want to ask what the people
Hey, yo,
know,
for real,
okay?
if you hit me that hard again,
Listen. Okay, first of all, get your body together, work out. Hey, listen. Wow.
Trey Songz,
Wow.
who's here somewhere.
I'm right here, Puff.
He's here?
I
Where's
saw
he?
him in the
Yeah. Come on in. It's Trey Songz, yo. Make some noise for Trey Songz in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from the garden, ripping it down.
Yes, hi.
Press.
Nice
Yeah.
shit.
I got
Mike's
hold.
right.
This shit say Diddy on it.
Hey, shout out to nigga Trey in the building, whatever. Heard you just came from the garden. Great. Yeah, it's good. Sold out show, whatever.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's great.
But we here to talk about last night in Paris.
Trey. Let's talk about last Paris real quick, Trey. It's Mike back. Give me this. All right.
I think you, okay, yeah, take this one.
Oh, check. Okay, there it is. All right, Trey, you got a track on the album.
Yes,
I heard
your
the
love.
track. I can honestly say I'm a fan of the track. It was a very positive track. You did your thing on it. How?
My shit was positive. It was positive. I mean, he's at a loss for words tonight. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me a stand up?
No, very educational. Very educational track. Will you stop with fix the mic, dude?
Yeah. See.
No, get it done.
Yeah.
Send it to me. No, that's big.
Yeah, shut up, shorty. Take this.
Is this one gonna work? All right, check. Okay. All right. Yo, stop giving me different microphones. Pause. I'm serious. This is getting weird. Check. I gotta. All right. Hey, what's going on? It's official. We're here.
And Kevin Hart used to host these parties. So did he see what was going on at these parties? Is he going to be held accountable? Did he see things that were going on at these parties as well? Is he going to be held accountable? Because if you've seen things that were out of the ordinary and that should not have been taken place, are you going to be held accountable as well? Because to me, if you've seen illegal stuff going on and you've seen that people were being given illegal drugs, or they were being held illegally against their will, if you've seen minors and you didn't say anything and you just took it and ran with it. I don't care who Diddy was. I don't care how powerful he was. Something should have been said. Something should have been taken to the police and said, look, this is what's going on with this guy. And those children should have been taken to their parents and said, this is what happened to them. Somebody should have protected those children that were at those parties. It's like, when are we going to stop protecting the perpetrators and start protecting our children? Because everybody gets their day. Everybody gets their day. You can do things for so long, but your day always comes to an end. Your day always comes to an end. You can think that you're the big bad wolf and you can sit and continue to do things and think that you're going to get away with it, but your day always comes to an end. Everybody's day comes to an end, people. And Diddy got away with it for so long. He did it for so long, running over people, doing things, doing it. And his day came to an end. So when you do things and you continue to think that you get away with it, and you continue running over people, and you continue thinking that, you can do the same scenario and continue to run over somebody time and time again, and you continue to do the same path that you take every time that you turn around, and you continue to, I can get away with it because I've gotten away with it for so long. Your day comes to an end. You always have that end. And it's not going to look pretty for you. It's not going to look pretty for you. Everybody's day comes to an end. And Diddy's day has come to an end. And it's not going to look pretty for him. And I'm glad that it did. Because he's gotten away with it for so long. Like R. Kelly, his day came to an end. He did it for so long. And I'm sure these victims probably said, you know, this guy is so powerful, and this little person like me, what am I going to do? Who's going to help me? I have no money. I have nothing. And this big, powerful guy is doing this, and he's done it for years. He's gotten away with it for so long. Who are they going to believe? What am I going to do? I have no money. I have nothing. I have no power. They're not going to believe me. I have no, resources. I'm fighting all these big giants. And I often say, when I'm going through trauma and trials and tribulations, even in my life right now, when I'm fighting giants and saying, gosh, I think about the story of David and Goliath. It always brings me back to that story. And that, my friends, always brings faith back to me. So that is what gives me faith. And that is why Diddy is where he's at now. Because it took Cassie to bring him down, to say no more. You're not going to continue on this path that you continued on. You're not going to do it. And the buck stops here with me. You did it for so many years. You continued on doing this time and time again. And the buck stops now. So it always takes that one person to be courageous and to say, you know what, you're not going to continue to get away with it. So he tried to settle with Cassie, and he couldn't settle with her. I mean, he did settle with her, and she got, what she needed, but she also brought him down. He also, unalived Kim Porter. And I believe wholeheartedly that he had something to do with her unaliving. Absolutely. When he's a bully, just like we have so many bullies in our lives. When they can't have their way, they try to take you down one way, and they try to get you this way, and they try to get you that way. Always bullying, because that's what they do throughout their lives. They're used to bullying people. Because they've done it all their lives. They bully, bully, bully. And that's what he did. He was used to bullying people, used to having his yes man, and you do this, and he's used to going to this person to get him to this person to get them to help him there, and do this for him and do that for him. But his buck ran out. Everybody gets their day. Everybody gets their day. And I'm glad that his day is done, and his day is and he's going to pay. He's going to pay for everything that he's done to everybody. So I say that to say this. When you're sitting up there doing dirt to people, and it feels great at the time, you feel like you've had justice, and you feel like you have won the battle, and you're just going along, and you're laughing, and you think, oh, ha, 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 and you feel great about it at the moment. Your day is coming, and it will come to an end sooner than you think. And Diddy's came to an end. And so he's going to pay for everything that he did over the years. And it's not just for now. It's over the years of everything that he's done, and he's tortured these people that he's gotten away with. innocent children, Justin Bieber, Usher. So many lives that he took and he stole for his own gain. And it's sad because he was so talented. He could have taken a different direction, and he chose not to do that. He chose to take his power and use it in a different way. He chose to take his talent and bully and manipulate, and it's sad.
Dirty Money album release party, last train to Paris. It's crazy. I decided to switch scenes. It got too hectic down there. I'm up here in the hot tub doing it official. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Trey's up here. My nigga Fab's up here. You know, when you have a scene like this, you got to bring bosses with you. As you see, it's female friendly. We got a ladies and female. She's butt ball. That's what I call it, raw dog. I'm not jumping the tub myself. You know, once everybody leaves out, you know, just me and the lady. This is my scene. I'm used to this type of thing. You know, doing what I do best. Oh shit! Oh, did the camera catch that? Cut the camera! Cut the camera off! We had technical difficulties last time, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you with troopers, we act as troopers and we fix situations. We're up here, everybody's safe. You know, no, this was here. We had Trigger Trey on the scene. Honestly, second degree black belt in first aid. Right now, also my man Terrence, BT 106 Park, he's in the building. Shouts out to Terrence for a very small waistline on his pants. Listen, we're really right now. Listen, what we're doing is unbelievable. No, listen. What we're doing is unbelievable up here. No, listen, it's all love here, okay? I'm tipsy, everybody's tipsy. Get in the tub, sweetie. Be careful. If you fall, that's a lot that's gonna go down. Girl, sit your ass in the tub. Trey, if you can't, put it in the knot. If you can't, Trey, can you put it in the knot? Just put it in the knot. If you can't, put it here in the knot. If you can, just for safety. We had a fire here not too long ago. Can we get a shot of Terrence's pants? Watch out. Get a shot of this. Look at his pants. Let's get a shot of his pants. I've never seen anything like that. It's a very small waistline.
Jesus Christ.
That LRGs. That LRGs.
Put the ass on the floor. Let's go.
Check. Hey, listen. If y'all think we not gonna dress Swiss Beats hat in this bitch today,
Yeah.
no. Fuck you.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Hey, fuck you. Excuse me. Somebody tell the bell cat to move. The bell cat's in the way.
We waiting for Swizz to get up there.
Sweetie.
We need
Hey,
Swizzy standing up there.
Here's the thing.
This is what the parties consisted of. This is what they did at the parties. And this is what Kevin Hart was hosting. It's like anybody that had children should not have should not have even been there, really. When you have children and you've heard what he's done with the children, you should not have even wanted to be there. Especially hearing that, there's 9-year-olds that he took these 9-year-olds that wanted to probably have a future in acting or singing or whatever, and they looked up to this guy and said, gosh, this is Diddy. This is somebody that, I want to, he's big and he's talented and I want to know him and I want to, maybe he can help me. And he took that knowing that these kids were very vulnerable and they looked up to him, and he used it for his own pleasure. It's sad and it's disgusting. And it's like, I keep going back to R. Kelly. I love R. Kelly's music. I loved it. But listening to it now, I think that when I listen to it now, I can't even listen. I mean, some of the songs, it's like, okay, what were you thinking when you made that? Were you thinking about a young girl when you made that music? We have so much talent, people, and you should take that talent and use it to uplift our young people. Don't take it and manipulate our people, our young people. Because our young people look up to us. And so we have to take our talent and we have to use it in a positive way. We can't take it and use it to distort and to manipulate. And so when I see, the big actors, especially the minority actors, the big actors like R. Kelly, the big actors like Diddy, that fall for something like this, it's disgusting because they're so talented. And we have very few. They should be uplifting the Black and minority communities. To say, don't go to prison, that's not the way to go. We don't want you in gangs. We don't want you on the street. We want you to go and make a better life for yourself. What Diddy should have done is he should have, opened up rec centers. He should have opened up a music studio, not having sex parties. Now it brings me to T.D. Jakes. Now they say that, ministers, of course, are supposed to go to, Jesus went to, was amongst sinners. Yes, he was. But TD, he didn't say go there every day. Every time Diddy had a party, he didn't say go there. Now they did show TD, and his wife, grinding back, and you shouldn't have been, and it's okay to grind back, but what were you doing? What were you doing? Now I remember, and I tried to find that clip of where, and it makes me laugh, where, Pastor T.D. Jakes was in church and he was saying, swallowing. And I believe they played that clip over and over and over. And I thought, after that, when he said, swallowing, and then he also had a clip where he said, if he did it, he would ask God for forgiveness and he would be forgiven. And I thought, that's when I thought to myself, you shouldn't have said that. Because you don't sit and say, if I sinned, I would ask for forgiveness. If I did it, I would be forgiven. No, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. So that's when I stopped watching T.D. Jakes, because I always had the biggest respect for T.D. Jakes. But that's when I stopped watching him, because I thought, you know what? It was something in my spirit that just didn't sit right with me at that point for T.D. Jakes. And I thought, no, I'm going to stop watching him because I just didn't feel right with that comment. So I think that he's going to be one of the people, because the guy said you're going to be very surprised at who we bring up, who we bring to justice. And you're going to be very surprised because there's some prominent, some people that you will know that we're going to bring up that's going to be, arrested. And I thought, but I know he's going to be one of them. They also said Mary J. Blige. I think Jennifer Lopez is going to be one. And we're going to be very surprised, people. It's a whole laundry of list, I'm sure, of people that have attended these S parties of Diddy. And I'm sure Diddy, being the desperate person that he is going to sing like a mockingbird because he's in there and he's already on S Watch. You know, he's used to eating caviar and, well, I don't know about caviar, but whatever, and drinking Ciroc. Now he's sleeping on a cot and eating bologna sandwiches. So it's going to be a lot of people being brought in that we're going to be surprised about. It's going to be a lot brought to justice. And I cannot wait to see who these people are. Jaguar Wright has often said this. I've watched her, and a lot of people have said that she's out of her mind and she's crazy, this, that, and the other. But she, every step of the way, has been right in everything that she said. She has said it from day one. She has said everything, and everything that she said has always come to pass. She's been on point every step of the way. So she has not been wrong. She has just led us step by step. So she has still said it. And everything that she said has led us step by step of what's going on. So I am so interested in seeing what's next in this case. Now they said that, and so they also said, well, I mean, what is Ray J? He's here on CNN, not CNN, with Chris Cuomo on News Nation, doing interviews, defending Diddy. He was at the parties. It's like, Ray J, stop. He's guilty. Stop it. We also had Stevie J defending him. It's like, stop it. Stop it. He's guilty. Anybody that has children should not be defending this guy. It was said that he passed poor little Justin Bieber around like he was a 2-cent, which is sad. Very sad. But let's move on. So let's go back to, we'll go to, let's share did I do Jennifer Lopez and Kim Kardashian? Oh, okay, let's finish this one.
Hey, man. First of all, it's a movement. My nigga Swiss Beats just got in the house. Woo! Listen, his name was Swiss. Swiss gonna wear a lot of shit, and everybody never gonna say shit. I'm gonna say some shit, Swiss.
Say it, baby. Say
I'm
it.
gonna address the hat. I don't
It's
like
cold,
the bow
nigga.
tie.
We in New York tonight.
I don't like the bow tie at the top of the hat. I like the hat. You're just not gonna tie that loop on that hat and think I'm not gonna say shit.
Well,
about
where
it.
your skateboard at with them things on your feet,
Hey,
though?
that's a good comeback. Okay, hey, let's go to the next song. Let's go to. They get me back.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
Okay. So, and if I was Kevin, I would not. I guess he needed a gig. I guess he needed the gig, and so it is what it is. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. So let's move on to Tupac, which is my guy. Let's move on to Tupac, and let's see. Tupac's family is now opening an investigation, which I'm glad. And it's too bad that his mom couldn't be here. I know that Biggie's mom is still here, and I know that she is real big on she didn't trust Diddy. And I know that she was taking precaution for Diddy to stop doing the, profiting off of her son's music. And she was really against him, the sales, making money off of her son's music. And she was kind of, eyeballing him a little bit about, her son's unaliving. She felt that he had something to do with her son's unaliving. And so she was really big on, she had it all along, pegged in the bag. And I think that her and Tupac's mom got together and they were, thinking the same thing, that he had something to do with both of their sons' murder. And Akini, I think is Tupac's mom's name, before she passed, was on the path, that same path. And so it's too bad that she's not here to see this, this arrest, because Tupac knew when he was pow in that elevator, he said it in his song. And he often said it, if you go back and watch some of those videos back in those earlier days when he was pow in that elevator, he said that Diddy had something to do with it. And everybody just thought, oh, he's crazy. He's just blowing smoke, all of that. And he said it. And a lot of people just thought Tupac was just, full of bullshit. And he was just saying things and he just said it, he was trying to cause rivalry and all of this, but he knew what he was talking about. Tupac was full of knowledge. He knew. Tupac and Biggie were good friends, and I don't think that Puffy or whatever the hell he calls himself now, he's had so many names, he did not like that. So, yeah. And to sit and think that, these days, I say that, I was going to say, to sit and think that, him and Diddy were, Biggie and Diddy were good friends, but hell, this day and age, in my life right now, what I'm going through, I can't say I'm shocked at anything, because you can think that you know a person so well and you've known them for years. Nothing shocks me anymore. Not a damn thing shocks me anymore. and I'm a living witness. So, yeah. So I'm not shocked by a damn thing anymore. In my life sitting here right now, I'm not shocked at nothing. So to sit and say, Biggie and Puffy were, or Diddy or whatever, were friends, and how could he do that? I'm not even going to ask that question. I'm not going to even ask that question because I'm not shocked. People, you think that they're just not who you know. So, yeah. So, you can't trust people. And so you just can't trust people. And I just have to, I've never been a person to trust, and I will never trust anybody. And I mean that anymore. So you just can't trust people. And that's just the way. I got to go back to my, my old ways. Just don't trust. And so, so I think Tupac was on that same thing where he didn't trust. And he was on the right path. I mean, we all thought that Suge Knight was the one, but no. All along, it was Diddy, and he said it. So it's a shame that this worthless guy, but you have those people that are just all out for themselves. That's all out for the money. They don't care about anybody but themselves. And as long as they're getting what they're getting, and when they're done with you, they throw you out, they're done, and they'll do anything. And they move on to the next. And that's what Diddy did. He was done with Biggie. He had no use for him. So, to hell with him. Okay? So, let's go on to see this story. The family suing Tupac. Family suing Diddy. They've now, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I think it's his sister and his brother that's still, or maybe it's just his sister, but maybe it's, let's see. Okay. I hope this is the one. It's okay, cool.
Is investigating a potential link between the murder of Tupac and Sean Diddy Combs. This coming from attorney Alex Spiro, who represents Tupac's family. Now, this investigation had been previously reported by unnamed sources, but earlier today, Spiro confirmed to our Court TV team that he and a team of investigators has been hired.
Sean Combs allegedly had business dealings with Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who will go on trial next March for the murder of Tupac. This was back in 1996. Some have speculated that Diddy ordered Tupac's death. That, of course, is just a theory at this point, and we are monitoring the developments in both the Tupac murder trial and the federal indictment of Sean Diddy Combs. So a lot of information to come on that one.
In the case that continues to roll on, let's bring in National Trial Attorney Michael Jafer just to talk about this new news of an investigative team that is been hired by Tupac's family. We don't have more details about what they found so far and exactly what avenues they are taking to do that, but what does that say to you? What do you think is happening, and how serious is this when someone hires an investigative team in a murder trial that's being handled by authorities, but this is a private entity requesting this?
Julia, I always say, landslides don't happen slowly, right? You'll be standing on the side of a mountain admiring its beauty and glamour, and then 1 second later, you're buried in mud, right? This does not shock me. This does not surprise me. I can promise you this is not the last thing that we find out about people investigating Diddy and what he's done. This is not the first. We know of an attorney now who represents hundreds of families who are suing him for, alleged, freak-offs and sexual misconduct. So what this tells me is that it's just a piling on. Pretty much people knew for decades what we're going to start finding out things that people have speculated on for decades, and they're just going to pile on, because at the end of the day, how's he going to defend himself at this point? He's got a ton of money. He's got a ton of attorneys. But even if you have unlimited money and unlimited resources, if you are sued, by, 100 different people, 100 different times, 100 different theories, at the end of the day, you as a professional defendant operating from a jail cell, you cannot overcome that. You just can't do it. And people know that they can pile on. People who probably wanted to go after this guy just feared going after him because they feared the retribution. They feared that, they walk into an attorney's office, hey, I have this theory against Diddy. And the attorney would tell them, okay, do you have $1 million to pay me for me to waste my time, waste your money and go after him? No, I don't. Can you do it on contingency? No, I won't do it on contingency, because if I do it on contingency, he's going to spend millions of dollars to crush us, right? So that's exactly why these theories have been rebuffed. Right now, people now have, any attorney will jump up and say, yeah, I'll represent you. I'll sue Diddy. I'll be on the headlines. I'll sue Diddy for you tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'll do it on contingency. At the end of the day, that's what's happening. You're going to see many, many more instances of people coming up with theories against Diddy. With respect to this specific one, as a kid growing up, I loved Tupac, and there was, when we were in high school and Tupac died, everybody said, hey, Diddy did it, right? And it was kind of like, back then it was Puff Daddy, right? So a lot of people say that. I don't know if, what the quality of this type of theory is, but, hey, I'm going to be interested. I'm going to be glued to the TV to see what happened, the connection between Diddy and Keefe D. Let's see. But at the end of the day, that's what's happening. It's a piling on.
Yeah, I mean, back in July, I think there was a report that Sean Diddy Combs had said, any kind of connection here, this theory is absolutely ridiculous, absolutely false. So we'll have to see what comes of this. But I believe we have some sound we can play, Michael, and then we're going to get your reaction to it on the other side.
So it's Pharrell, you, Puffy, Zip, and a bunch of Southsiders. And what Puffy makes kind of an announcement.
Yeah, that was stupid as hell too,
What did you actually hear? What was the words, the best you can remember, what he says?
He said he'd give us anything for them dudes,
Give us 5 names of people who would say, yeah, we heard Puffy say that.
We don't have to come from, Al, Corey, Wynn, Third Rock, all of them would tell you.
Now, this was before the arrest of Diddy, Michael, but what do you take from that? I mean, it's just everything, as you just mentioned, it just keeps piling on.
Yeah, this specific one, I'm very familiar with this exact case with this person. What you heard here was not credible, right? Even if it's true, it's just not credible. It's too old, it's too stale, it's not credible. What happens in that life is people will talk and talk, and this Keefe D has proven himself to be the type of person who wants attention and talks a lot. And how do you get attention? The way you bring attention, if you're this type of a person, is you bring up the names of people who are much bigger than you. They say you punch up, you don't punch down. He's not going to get attention if he says, hey, my friend here, my neighbor was the person who was behind, him, and these are the 5 people that helped me kill Diddy. No, to kill Tupac. No, he'll say Diddy did it, all these other people. So at the end of the day, it's just not credible. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. People have hunted down the cause of the death of Tupac, and now they've focused on this Keefe D guy, but I don't think other people are going to be brought into it. I just think it's bunk.
All right, Michael, well, thank you so much.
Okay, so we'll see what becomes of that. So I hope something becomes of it. I hope he gets charged with that one, and I hope that there's charges brought up for Biggie's murder as well. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, thank you all again for watching, and I'm gonna do my best to get back. I'm going to do my best to get back up and running for the videos on this channel. And I'm going to, because I gotta not let life beat me up, but I've got to do what's best for me and start moving on and getting challenging. So I'm going to challenge all of my viewers and my subscribers to continue to pray for me. pray for me as I'm going through some challenges in my life, and boost me up, and so that we can get through this together. I am going to I'm going to do more videos. I'm going to get this channel up and going, and we're going to do it together. I thank all of my new subscribers, and I couldn't have gotten here without all of you guys. And we're only going to go up from here. We're only going to go up from here. So I will be back on, and I will be doing more videos. That's my goal. And I've got to start doing it in order to rise above. So I'm going to see you all again, I promise, this week. And again, I am a life coach. So if you haven't, go check out my website. Michelle, I am going to be changing the name, but until I change the name, it's Michelle-Shipley19.org. It's going to be changed to Michelle-Shipley19.com. But until then, keep it to .org. It's Divine Coaching, and you can look me up on Yelp, and inbox me there. Also on Google and Instagram, also on TikTok, and book an appointment at any one of those websites, Yelp or you can go to my website also to book an appointment. I give free 20-minute consultations. So go over there, book an appointment. Relationships, everyday life, just struggles, hit me up, and I'm available to do those free 20-minute consultations. And hey, we vent. You need venting. Get your life together, people. I'm here for it. So go hit me up. We can get this together and then work it out through there. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and go back and check out some of my other videos. Please hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, and also the bells button, so you'll know when I always upload a video. And I will see you guys this week. Also, check out my recipes, guys, and hit the likes button for those. I'm also going to be doing some recipes. I've got to get back in the groove, guys, and I'm going to. But keep me in prayer, and I will see you, I promise, this week. But until next time, bye.